Just a quick disclaimer, this SFX makeup tutorial does contain some slightly graphic content some viewers may find disturbing or uncomfortable. Everything is made with SFX makeup. Please view at your own discretion. Hello everyone, my name's Nikki and welcome to Halloween week. So in this video I'm going to be doing an SFX severed head. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm marking out where this is going to be with this red lip liner on my neck. This will act as a simple guideline for where you're going to put the latex and build up the prosthetic. You don't have to be too accurate because this will end up being covered. To create and build up the prosthetic, I'll be using tissue paper and ripping it into strips and using that to build up on the latex. As you can see here, what an absolute flop. For this tutorial, I will be using liquid latex, and just so you know, this will be quite sticky, fiddly, so you might want to have some tissues around just in case. If you can hear my dog barking in the background, please just don't mind her and ignore that. So right now, I'm just marking out and planning where I'm going to be applying the tissue and building up the prosthetic from. And the first step, I am applying the latex to that guideline to act as a base, and then what I'll do, I'll stick the tissue on top of that and make sure it's aligned in place. Then I'll add another layer of liquid latex on top of the tissue and fully saturate it. Then in that case I can mold it how I need to mold it and shape it. Then it will also stick and set in the form that I molded it into. Do make sure to take your time with this because, as I said, it's very fiddly and you do have to be quite precise. So what I'm doing, I'm layering up the tissue again, so I have 2 layers, and then I'll work my way around my neck. Also, make sure before you use liquid latex, do a test on a patch of skin 24 hours beforehand, just to make sure you don't have any allergic reactions. So I'm using this barbecue skewer just to mold it and sort of peel away the tissue to make that skin fold flap of where my neck has been sliced. I'm not going to be bringing this all the way around my neck because I do have baby hairs at the back of my neck and it will be very difficult to do that. So try and cut off the slice at an area where you can't see it when you're looking at yourself front on. Anyway, I was just going to say hi, my name is Nikki and you can call me Nearly Headless Nick. Take your time to perfect and make sure that the bottom half of the cut is perfect and exactly how you want it. Then you'll be fine to move on to the top layer of the cut. So I'm repeating that same step, adding the liquid latex to my neck and then putting on the tissue. After I've done that, then I'll add more liquid latex on top of the tissue, saturate it fully, and then begin molding it into shape. So basically you're just repeating the same steps and covering the whole guideline that you drew earlier. Creating a prosthetic with liquid latex is great for areas such as the mouth and the neck because there will be a lot of movement, and if you're going to be wearing this out or to a party, ideally you'd like this to last a while, and if you use liquid latex it will stick very well and hold for a very long time. I'm really interested in what kind of makeup tutorials you guys like for Halloween. If you prefer more glam Halloween makeup or more gory things like this. Whatever you prefer, do comment in the comments down below. I really like to hear your opinions. And if you guys do end up creating a Halloween makeup tutorial from my channel for Halloween or anything, do post a picture on social media and tag me in it. I really love to see your recreations. All of my social media links and ats are down below in the description for you guys to find. The liquid latex will take some time to dry. Just to speed up that process, I used a hairdryer in the cool setting. And once it's dry, it will go this very pale yellow color, so you need to transform that into your natural skin tone to sort of blend it and make it look less fake. And what I'm doing, I'm using a foundation that's slightly darker than my natural skin tone and applying that on. I'm really packing the color on because it is quite difficult to disguise it. In the end, I used quite a few different products such as concealers, and with experience I found that color correcting concealers or cream concealers do work the best. Really do pack on the color and try and blend it well into your skin tone so the blend is more seamless. And then once you're done, you'll need to set that with some translucent powder. I use the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Block powder as that works best for me and I have the most experience with it, but then again, use whatever you have and you're most comfortable with. After I've set the liquid latex with the face powder, I'll be beginning to create some irritation and adding some color. So I'm using these 4 shades from this blush palette and predominantly these 2. What this will do, it will make the skin look more red and irritated, as it would if you had your neck sliced. The point here is to make it as realistic as possible, so just use your creative license here. I'm also using this purple shade to create a little bit of bruising and add some more depth and colour. As you may have noticed, all of the products except the liquid latex and some fake blood that I'll be using in a little bit are all normal everyday makeup items like concealer and eyeshadow that you can find really easily. Just to deepen up this irritation, I'm using these 3 eyeshadow shades here and creating that same process. Now to add a little bit of depth to the cut, I'm using this black and brown eyeshadow because one mistake people often make is to go straight in with the red, and blood isn't a vibrant red colour. Also, just to make the cut and the wound look deeper, this really helps. Really pack on the colour and remember to brush away any fallout. Now we're going to be starting with the more gory stuff and using this fake blood. Fun fact, one of them is actually from Tesco's and you can find these in any local supermarket. I'm going to be using a thin, small brush and just applying that to the inside of the wound as precisely as possible. I always use 2 different fake bloods because I love the difference in texture and consistency. One is darker than the other and one is more gloopy, the one I'm using right now. The thing with this is that neither of them set. They both remain very juicy, very gory, and it makes the blood look very fresh and realistic. So right now all we're doing is going to work with everything that we have and add a little bit more irritation and spot some blood around the main wound. As you can see, this is what it'll look like, but we're not done yet. I'm going to be adding a little bit more blood and trying to make things. What I'll be doing now, I'm using this small brush and the fake blood, and I'm dotting it around the liquid latex and the seam between that and my neck, and then just dotting it, spreading it around, because unfortunately the blend isn't as seamless as I would like it to be, so you just got to work with what you have and try and disguise it in the best way possible. Using a variety of different brushes can also help achieve different effects, so I use this big round brush to create the main splatter around my chest area. And for the most fun part, experimenting with the blood again. The main thing I like about this fake blood is that it has this very gloopy consistency and it drips very well. So what I'm doing, I'm just trying to create some drips from my neck and strategically placing them, because this will also run as well, so you might also have to keep in mind where this will run to. This will just drip straight down, and it's just very fun to play with and have fun. So that was it for this tutorial. I hope you guys liked it and it was easy to follow. Hope you guys have a brilliant day. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Halloween week. Bye! Stay spooky.